Good morning, Adams County. Today we are on location at Gettysburg College, and we're going to be talking today about staying active and staying healthy while in college. So there are really three main parts about staying healthy while in college. First of all, you want to stay active, you want to eat healthy, you want to make sure you get enough sleep. And I'm going to talk about each of those 3 points more in the video. So the reason I picked the college gym today is because, first of all, a gym is a great place to stay active. Whenever you have free time in your schedule, you can come on down to the gym and do a workout. If the gym isn't really your thing, you can always go on a run outside. There's always, usually, good spots where you can go on a run. Another great way to stay active is by getting involved with athletics. So that whether you are joining one of the high-level Division I, II, or III sports teams, or even if you just want to play on a club level or intramurals team, there's a whole literal ton of different sports that you can do. Some of these options range from soccer to water polo, football, baseball, lacrosse. There's even some schools that have Quidditch, which I'm super jealous of your school if it does have that. The important thing about staying active is you should always make time to stay active. You should at least find a couple days a week, if not every day a week, where you can do something physical. Even if you're just walking around campus, it's still something that'll help you out. So if you're looking for some fun activities to do, first of all, you can join one of those intramural teams. You can come down the gym and lift weights. A lot of colleges now have rock walls, which are always really fun to climb on. Speaking of rock walls, you're probably never gonna believe how high up I am on a rock wall right now. Just kidding, I'm still on the ground. Most colleges will also typically have a field house, which is basically an indoor track. There's also usually some tennis courts or any other athletic field that you might want to have access to. So staying active is not only an important part of your daily life in college, it's important for you just to stay active, to just stay healthy overall. Your health is probably one of the most important things to you, and you really want to make sure that you take care of yourself, and that does involve making sure you stay in shape or have some sort of physical activity going for you. Step 2 then is to make sure you are eating right. I know there's a lot of temptation when you're in college to just find the easiest thing, which oftentimes is a burger and fries or pizza or some junk food or fast food or anything like that. But I'm here to tell you that you do not want to do that. You really do want to make sure you're getting all of your fruits and vegetables in there, even though it's really hard and not all of us like fruits and vegetables. So even if you don't get it as much as you should, try and get some like V8 or the V8 Fusion stuff. That's always usually tasty, depending on the flavors you prefer. So you should always make sure that you're eating a balanced meal, so that way getting all of the right food groups that you need to have. So you might find that the college that you're going to might not have the best food, but that might just be only in its main dining hall. So make sure you do know what other options you have for you, because there could be a lot of great food places on your campus that you don't even know about. Do be sure to look around and make sure that you've covered all the bases there, because usually there are some pretty great healthy establishments if you just look hard enough. Speaking of healthy eating establishments, here at Gettysburg we have the Dive, which right now is empty, but usually there's a lot of good food here. Also, don't be afraid to try new foods. Sometimes they can be the ones that are really good for you, and they taste really good. So be sure to branch out, try new foods. Probably the most essential point here is that dessert is good, but only in moderation. You do not want to eat a whole ton of ice cream or cookies or any other desserts whenever you're in the dining hall. So do be sure that while you do enjoy desserts every now and then, it shouldn't be the main staple of your diet. All right, the third point then is that you want to get enough sleep. Now I know all you hear about in college is how hard it is to get enough sleep and to get the full 8 hours of sleep. And I'm just here to tell you that you do not want to get less than 8 hours of sleep. You've probably also heard about people pulling all-nighters and staying up all night to do their work. And let me tell you, this is just a terrible idea. You should never, ever, ever, never pull an all-nighter, because it will ruin your life for the next week. You should always try and get enough sleep, or at least try and get some amount of sleep, because that will help you maintain the healthy lifestyle that you need. Perhaps one of the biggest benefits about getting enough sleep is, first of all, you're not going to fall asleep in class, which you may have heard that, staying awake in class is kind of an important thing. The best way you can do this is to make sure you do get enough sleep. So no, for a lot of you, college is really going to be that first time you're really going to be independent, and your parents are going to tell you what to do all the time. But I do highly recommend that you have a bedtime. Even if it's midnight and you get up at 7 or 8, that's still going to get you the full 8 hours, and it still lets you hang out with your friends after you do your homework. Which we'll talk more about setting bedtimes and doing time management in a later video during the summer. All right, Adams County, I'll see you next week.